Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Revali's Gay is ready, which I will be the first, I will admit that I made the title and then decided to build an episode around the title because, of course I did. And I forgot to get into Discord. Hello, Prof, I'm here now.
Oh, hello.
Hi, I forgot to get into Discord because I am a very smart person who has... I'm just very smart, let's just leave it at that. Okay. Back to the channel. Twitch is not being the most helpful in the world, but okay.
Oh, when does it ever?
So before I started streaming, I tried to use a few amiibos to hope I could get some money, and I got 1 opal, so 60 rupees, which is... Technically, it's money. Technically, this is what I asked for.
Well, better than nothing.
Better than nothing. True. I was hoping I would be able to replace my bomb arrows, because as it turns out, I am extremely reliant on bomb arrows to do much of anything. Oh, fuck, this is the stealth mission. This is the stealth mission tower.
There's no such thing as a stealth mission.
That's true, that's... Oh, Echo, stop that. There is no such thing as a stealth mission as long as you are, willing to kill everything in your path.
As long as you're higher up than the sentries, they're pretty easy to deal with.
Yeah, oh shit. Right? Hold still so I can... I've only got 50 arrows. And here we see Link just shooting off into the abyss, where some poor child is going to get just fucking sniped in the face by an arrow that missed.
These things move in very... in just repeating patterns. You can just put your bow in one place and wait for it to come back there. Just thought I would give it some pro tip.
Yeah, thank you. I am clearly excellent at this. There we go. Wait, is there another one? There was another one. Another one! Anyway, so, fucking Koroks. So, today we are talking about fanfiction. And how when a series, a show, a movie, whatever, won't have the gay content, the LGBT content, the fans will just make it up and write fanfiction.
This is kind of out of... not entirely on topic, but I just really appreciated that that dramatic pause to pop your drink open before saying fanfiction.
It's... You know what? I have read some shit. If it was... Oh my god, it's... Oh right, it's these things. I have to kill them with bombs. I have read some fanfiction. Just... It's, frankly, a miracle I'm not... Oh shit. It's a miracle I don't need alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, I know plenty of people in this space, but I may have some difficulty contributing meaningfully to the fanfiction talk because I don't actually read fanfiction.
Honestly, that's probably the safer way to be.
So
I say this as someone who reads fanfiction and writes a not Well, I haven't written a significant amount, but I have written enough. Some of it was, no, come back, I need my shiny shit. Even if it's like 30 rupees. I have written a lot, I have read a lot. But fanfiction is, I think, a very important tool in the fans' it's a very important tool to fans because it lets us make up for the lack of representation, the lack of existence that we have in anything. And frankly, with the rise of in recent times, well, recent, you can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes, there has been an increase in, well, okay, there's always been queer baiting, but with the rise of, LGBT is accepted enough that you can queer bait, but not so accepted that you can just flat out make things canon.
Right.
It's oh hey, you're a shrine. Oh wait, that's the shrine I have to do. Oh well. With with the rise of queer baiting being... I totally forgot that's how that worked. With the rise of acceptance, queer baiting has also risen. But on the other hand, that just means people are even more desperate to make our own representation in Fanworks and the like. To use an example, I will talk about a show that I have been ranting about earlier today, even, called Ruby.
Oh boy.
For those who don't know, which I doubt is anyone who actually cares about this stream, but Ruby is a show where, 4 girls, well, monsters have overrun the entire world, and it follows the adventures of 4 girls who are monster hunters who are fighting the monsters to save people. And it's, due to starting out as being about 4 girls, no obligatory male love interests, just 4 girls kicking ass together and fighting all these monsters, it gained a huge LGBT following right away, and to the point where it gained a lot of fanfiction, and there is, of course, a tendency in fanfiction to make names for your ships. If you ship a pair, there's a name for that pairing. I'm not, honestly, entirely sure where that started, but it is just a thing that happens in fandoms now. And,
if memory serves, Ruby's ship names were fairly established by the time the series started airing.
It was, because of the trailers, because of, well, a lot of reasons. But the, upshot to all of this... Oh shit, that's a falling star. The point to all this is that the creators are well aware of this, and they will put their, they put the ship name in the show as little team attacks, as a nod to the fans, but then they won't commit to it. To the point where they have an entire volume of the show dedicated to showing how straight these girls are. I am a little bit bitter, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's...
But, yeah, it's bad. So,
Yeah.
there is a bunch of, Fanworks that try to make it better, and there is a lot of conversation to be had, I think, about the relationship between fandoms and gay shipping, basically. Yep, I'm heading to Birdtown. I mean, I named it what I did for a reason. It's Revali's gay. Honestly, this ties a lot into what I was talking about last stream with, it's not deviant if it's straight, because people will write the fanfictions about the characters that they have, basically, gay people want to date the fish too.
Right.
But since gay people also want to date the fish, they will write fanfiction where, you know, you can gay date the fish.
So with Ruby...
Yes.
I remember one of the particularly concerning things, or condemnable things about it, was the way that the creators talked early and often about how they totally had some LGBT shit in the wings, but I guess we had to earn it or something?
No, okay, what they said was, yes, they had LGBT, but be patient and let it come up. Because the show wasn't about romance, and then they, you know, proceeded to shove a bunch of straight romance down our throat. Which I feel like is honestly saying something pretty damning about, well, society in general, that the same way the male is considered the default character, which is a topic we discussed before, a heterosexual romance doesn't even count as being about romance, because it's just the same way people say movies have to have a romantic subplot.
Yeah.
It's just background radiation. It doesn't have... Yeah, fuck you too, bird. It doesn't have any such, I'm sorry, this bird just completely killed my train of thought.
It's pretty awesome.
To be fair, it's going to be killing a lot more than that.
One of my favorite moments of playing this game for the first time was just looking around from on top of a tower and seeing that thing in the distance.
Oh god, that was amazing, yes.
And like, that's... Like, you get this cutscene, but you've certainly seen it before then. It just lets you discover it up in the sky.
Rito, hello, bird friends. Poor birds. So anyway, yeah, we have the bird people here. Okay, it's been a while, so I could be mistaken, but I think... Do I have enough? The Rito, originated in Wind Waker, where they were just people with beaks.
That sounds right.
And, ooh. But over time, they have become full... Well, you can't really call them furries, because they're featheries.
I've heard people refer to dragon people as furries, so I think you can just roll with it at this point.
That's fair. Okay. Oh, wait, no, wrong button. Let me sell. What can I sell? A couple chunks of amber. Anyway, yeah, so I think there's a good contrast to be made between Ruby and Rooster Teeth and, Blizzard and Overwatch, because in both of these cases, they have said that, okay, we do have LGBT characters in the works, just give us time, let it happen. It will come out eventually.
Right.
And the difference, I think, between them is that when Blizzard did that, they waited and released a Christmas special where, they made a Christmas special where the main character and the character who was the face of the game was revealed to be a lesbian, which is a big deal. And, like, you could believe, like, the fact that it was a set-up Christmas thing makes you willing to believe that, yes, they were actually planning this all along.
Yeah, and beyond that, I might argue that the other thing that made it kind of work in that case is that Overwatch's lore in general hasn't been much about romance.
It hasn't, no.
Like,
it is.
There hasn't been a lot of straight romance shoved down our throats either.
Which is a very big difference with fucking Ruby. But, on the other hand, when, that's 1,000 for that head. Okay, I guess I'll come back to that later. When the, Ruby team did it, I haven't seen Volume 5 yet, as a disclaimer, but I am told that, we finally got the promised LGBT character, and it's a character who is a side character at best, did not exist until the last episode of Volume 4, which is long after they were promising, just wait and see. Like, if they had made it one of the main 4, sure, I'd be annoyed, but I would be happy about it. Still, but the fact that it was not only a side character, but a side character who didn't exist until that late in the series, it's a different matter from waiting until Christmas to reveal the face of the game.
Yeah.
But the other difference, I think, is that Blizzard has a much bigger wall between creator and fandom, that, like, Zelda games aren't even... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I hate this shrine.
Oh, this place.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, right, I'm told in, Ruby, the lesbian character is a, chameleon faunus. Again, for those who don't know, the faunus are animal people for fantasy racism that I'm not even
handled.
close to... I'm a white girl, I'm not even close to qualified to talk about that, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
No, I cannot just leave. I have... You don't understand. I have to, I need my spirit orbs. So basically, it's shoving your minorities into one character, except fantasy minorities. Now, credit where credit is due. Rooster Teeth did get criticized for fact that everyone is... You know, I bet if I did a Revali's Gale and then a Shield Surf, I might be able to clear that.
You only got one shot.
Well, no, I don't have Revali's Gale at all, so...
Oh,
Anyway.
that's true.
So... They did get criticized on their lack of, on how everyone was white. And then, after getting that criticism, they did actually start fixing that. So, you know, I can't just say, oh, I'm not gonna say they're completely terrible, or anything like that. They just, the difference is, I feel like saying, oh, we totally have LGBT characters without actually putting in the work to... without actually making them... The wait and see thing only works when there is any reason at all to believe that it's intentional and not just they want to have their cake and to eat it too, basically.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
They want to have the cookies, they want to have their good ally cookies for saying we have LGBT characters, but they don't want to actually put the work into writing it. Also, Varric, I'm sorry if you're a Ruby fan. I'm not trying... I'm trying to make my criticisms of the show fair. And, fair and not biased and all of that. But I have a lot of problems with the show. And it's unfortunately relevant to what we're talking about. I have no clue how I did this fast. My first time in this shrine, I had to, like, look up the answer. I genuinely don't know how I did that without even thinking about it.
Yeah, I could go on about Ruby, but most of the complaints I have about it are not actually relevant to our discussion.
Which is fair, but, to talk about actually relevant stuff, the,
I will agree with Varric that the animation is not good and is in fact bad, even during fight scenes.
There is no barrier, no filter between fans and the creators, to the point where the, to the point where it is an active detriment, because then it turns into then what they think are little humorous nods to the characters, or to the fandom, basically turns into full-on queer-baiting. Should I look up Legend of Zelda fanfic on AO3 to get relevant statistics on ships? You know what, Varric? I'm actually curious, so if you want to do that, go ahead. I'm willing to bet you there is going to be a not insignificant amount of shipping Link with Sidon and Link with Revali. Oh my goodness, a snow fox. Oh my... No, don't run away. It's running away. But it's adorable, and that is all that matters.
Remember there was a Tumblr I found at some point that was just output by a bot that would scan through AO3 or some other similar website to identify FF ships in fanfics that were not that were the primary focus of the fan work.
Oh god. That wasn't AO3, because AO3's filtering system for that kind of shit is garbage.
Yeah, but it's like,
oh, we have
like that's
one
why they
line...
had to write a bot for it, I guess.
Okay, we had one line implying that two female characters are in love in the background. We're gonna tag it FF. Even when there's... You know it's a garbage system when you can have fics tagged as being for as in having lesbian pairings when there's no female characters making appearances in the fic itself.
Oh yeah, I found it. They apparently it uses actual like autonomous text analysis to determine whether or not the characters are one-off or the center of the story.
Okay.
So it does say something about AO3 that they would have to go to those lengths.
Yeah, fandom is all about... Oh.
And the second thing on the list is Blake Yang.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular
relevance.
one. That's a very popular Ruby ship that is being... How do I put it?
It's the one I had heard theorized was going to be the canon one.
Yeah, it sure seemed like it until they decided to, make Blake a lot straighter than... Yeah, anyway, I'm bitter. But that aside... Okay, I feel like I've missed an obvious puzzle here.
Oh, I was not paying attention to my tabletop game, and then exciting, dramatic things happened.
Are you, like, neglecting your tabletop because of this?
Maybe. We're not fighting anything, so it's probably fine.
Well, as long as you're not the GM.
Oh, it just ended.
Oh, shit. Are you side-eyeing because that is too many fics or not enough Varric?
Well, 56 out of how many?
Yeah, that's true.
Really, the whole slash reader thing has always struck me as a little strange.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but if it makes people happy...
Yeah, it's like, I
mean,
get...
we're not... Oh, go on.
I get why people would be into that, but I am not.
Yeah, I'm just... what's the word? It's very... I threw away the wrong bow, and
okay,
there it goes.
So apparently 3% of the AoE Legend of Zelda fanfics are Sidon Reader.
3%.
3%.
Okay, but how many are Sidon Link?
That is probably a more relevant question.
Right.
It took me a long time to figure this shrine out just because I didn't think to look back on the back of that column.
Yeah. Almost 600. Okay. So that's almost a third out of 1,700.
Holy cow.
That's over a third, isn't it?
Narrowly, yes.
Right. So, that is... for the Breath of the Wild, over a third of all produced fanfiction that we know of, that we can find, that is on the big fanfiction hub, is Sidon and Link shipping. Because it is such a, 35%, thank you. It is such a prevalent, prominent thing that people want, but companies won't give, because, God forbid, gay things happen.
Pretty much.
Alright. And check inventory. What can I sell to make money? Because I need about, what was it, like 1,000? I need 1,000 rupees or so. And fuck it. I guess I will do the plot for now.
Hi. Oh?
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Emily.
I see the birds have titties too.
Yes, the birds have boobs.
Just like the fish.
Yeah, here. Let's get a closer look. As you can see, the birds have boobs. They have eyelashes, if you can see that. They have the narrower waist and the hips because birds are going to follow human sexual dimorphism. And yeah, there's never any lesbian shipping. Everyone is always... The fanworks in general are always all about the men. Oh, I remember you. I'm not even bothering. No. That said, I enjoy Giant Owl Man.
I guess if you want your story to get primarily fem/fanfictions, then you just need to not put any male characters in it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all. That's pretty much the only way, because Ruby is like one of the very few fandoms I have seen where there's more lesbian shipping than gay male shipping, and even then it is close. Or it's not close, I doubt it's actually close, but you see, there's enough of it to be very noticeable.
Yeah. And I mean... like, even with the foundation of the show's concept being tons of female characters.
Look how well that's gone. I'm sorry, I'm a little bitter.
They added, like, season 4 added something like 1 girl and 7 billion guys.
Yeah.
And they get more and more of the with the dialogue every season, etc., etc.
Okay, flashback time.
So are you planning to do the memories during these streams? Like the camera
maybe.
stuff?
If I find them, I will. And if not, I'll probably just devote an episode to going around to find them, if I can remember where they are.
Yeah, because I remember that, like, a lot of Zelda's content is hidden inside those, and might they're talking about at some point.
That's true. Huh. Alright, I feel like that's a lot of gay shipping, considering
few can achieve
that...
the mastery of the sky.
This is Revali, by the way.
Creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be.
So what are these numbers out of?
Aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon.
This is Revali. He's an
My
arrogant
ability
prick.
to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito.
I'm just gonna let him talk
Despite
for a
these
bit.
truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong, maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own.
Looks like Ruby's fanfics are about 4% male focus.
Oh, that's surprising. How much is straight?
Blake Yang, he says 1600. Rose Weiss, 1400.
Right, but John and Pyrrha is 690, and that's the only straight one listed so far. I enjoy how they assume that Link is just Link's descendant, because that's like... that is the only reasonable conclusion, and yet no one else ever actually thinks about that. Everyone else is just like, you're back after 100 years! And the Rito are the only one who are smart enough to think, oh, maybe it's just... Oh, hello! Oh yeah, I'm sure there's many, many other straight ships, I just don't know if any of them are relevant. How many are there? Also, yes, that was Indy, I heard. Hello, Indy. You're muted, by the way, if you're not aware.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
I
Have you come?
I don't have much to say today.
Oh, so you are not here to enlighten us with wisdom about gay bird fiction?
I'm not actually, like, in the furry anything, so... Or feather...
Nor am I,
We were speculating on the
Despite-
proper term for this earlier as well.
yes we were. I still am...
Anthro,
Hey.
whatever.
Anthro's probably a good general term.
Yeah.
Hey, how about you guys all fuck off?
Man, those guys can see you from a long way away.
My Boko Bat broke. What am I gonna kill you with now? No. I am going to beat you to death with your own species skeleton arms.
It does kind of strike me as unfair that, like, you can't wail on... Oh, shit! That's a nice sword!
The Guardian Sword? Or the one I just stole?
The Knight's thing, yeah.
Claymore.
Ow. You motherfucker.
I assume the Guardian ones usually aren't too durable.
They aren't, but these ones are the plus ones I earned via blatant cheating. So, I'm
You didn't cheat.
absolute...
You
You did that whole fight very legitimately.
I think once I use that much food, it counts as cheating.
Is there...
If they don't want you to eat 20 foods in one fight, they would have put a cooldown timer on it.
Fair. Speaking of eating, I should do that.
I mean, to me, it's not really cheating unless you're actually, like, breaking the game. Like, in a literal sense, you know?
Yeah. I've used some amiibos this, right before my stream started, Varric. I have been trying to get some money with them,
Horsey!
but no luck.
Also, I discovered the hard way that if you miss using elemental arrows on an enemy in horseback, it'll have the effect on the horse.
That's... poor horses.
I tried to freeze an enemy so that, like, the horse would run off from under them, and then I accidentally froze the horse.
Wait, your horse or their horse?
Their horse. But it was
Oh, okay.
it was still an innocent horse.
There is no such thing as an innocent
I don't
horse.
know you, and I'm actually pretty busy here.
Okay,
should
I'm just gonna
probably
remember that for future reference.
Oh, all horses want to kill humans, it's true.
Alright.
Um,
Well, I just no context did that.
Alright.
They know what they did.
Indeed.
horse. I'm Lonk.
One thing I enjoy that they did in this game is when people are talking, like, when Teba is being an asshole, it'll put these little pauses in the text to make it feel like an actual pause in the conversation.
The actual king of that kind of text presentation is Ace Attorney.
Yes, yes it is.
Where the things they do with no voice acting in those games to make you hear character voices is incredible.
It really is.
Just through like pacing of text and incidental sound effects and screen shakes and stuff.
I don't know how to pronounce any of the names that they don't voice act. Is it Teba? Teba?
Teba. This is Teba, and his wife is Saki, because, again, even the birds are heterosexual. But at least these birds are dating other birds, and not, like, human-bird
And not Link.
relationships. Yeah. Anyway,
It's not Davian if it's bird.
I am told that Tebasaki is a Japanese bird dish, so it's a funny name.
Ah, food puns.
Ah, food puns.
Where would anime be without them?
Where would anime be without puns in general? Okay, not just anime. Where would civilization be without puns?
Five targets in 3 minutes.
I was-
How will I ever do this?
I was really worried that this was going to be hard when I first got here, but it really isn't.
It really isn't. Although the version in the Champions Ballad DLC is a huge pain in the butt.
Oh boy.
Because you have to do it all in, like, one go without running out of stamina. And it's just not fun.
Oh, so do you get a stamina reload after each target for the default one?
Yeah, for this one, yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Varric, civilization is built on puns, and I will fight you.
It was a time stop with every arrow you let fly. Well, actually...
About that...
Don't be ridiculous. Time just slowed to a near stop, and that's normal.
Yeah. I wonder if that's something only Link can do, or if, like, everybody in the Zelda universe can do that.
Well, I mean, there is a... I mean, when you... There is a report... There are reports from, professional athletes and the like, that they do, like, experience time slowing down when they get into the zone.
Like, when a basketball player is about to, like, make that one epic dunk or whatever.
Or
Right,
like when you're the guy from Trauma Center.
We don't speak about that.
So it's probably just a perception thing.
Yeah.
Right, like, there was some, like, there was some basketball player who said he has to decide how he's going to approach the hoop for a dunk while in midair. Because it's just, you have to be able to do that. And it's time slowing down once you get in the zone is a actual real thing.
I mean, and when your brain needs to, it can move very quickly.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to very often.
This is true.
God knows my brain doesn't want to move fast ever.
I feel so tired all of a sudden. Do you ever just take a shower, like, after you come home after a long day, and then you weren't that tired before, but then now all your muscles have loosened up and whatever. And now you just
Yeah,
feel the tiredness.
I usually
I
shower
know that
first thing in the
feeling.
morning.
Uh, I do either
Okay,
or.
Varric, if you get me talking about the Civilization series, we'll be here all day because I have some opinions.
That
I
was
have some.
one of the first. That was, I think, the first stream I co-hosted for was the Civilization one.
Oh wait, is Civilization the game that has nuclear Gandhi, or is that another game?
No,
Yeah.
that's Civ. It was a bug that made people laugh enough that they kept it.
Pretty much.
I mean, that is pretty funny.
Oh, hey, Malms. Didn't know you were here. Alright.
It still bothers me that the game does not distinguish between poultry and like land meat.
I'm sorry, I just had I had a moment.
Was
Like,
it because you got bomb arrows?
I got 20 free bomb arrows.
If memory
This
serves, need to
is-
use most of them during this next bit, though.
Yeah, which is why I have 750 rupees. It is 6:47 p.m. Where can I go to get money? I can go to Gerudo Town and buy some, but
this is why I set up Terrytown, like,
I promise nothing, Varric.
fairly early on.
I don't actually like that plotline. That plotline is bizarre and annoying enough that it's going to need a string to itself.
It is entirely bizarre and annoying, and I also hate how, like, I needed to chop down all those trees, because I usually don't chop down trees. I just steal wood from the stables and occasionally chop down fallen logs after a thunderstorm. Because I do not like killing trees.
So you're a hippie, got it?
Oh, yes. But, like, it was bizarre and annoying with the heterosexuals, but
I like this tip string. They fire multiple arrows at once, but they strangely only consume one arrow at a time. Anyway,
yeah,
ranting about heterosexuals, go ahead.
Don't ask too many questions about how that bow works.
We just don't ask. No, we just
Don't.
shh.
Okay, but I mean magic does exist in this world, so
That it does.
I'm just gonna assume it's magic.
Probably.
Anyway, it's like, because I like the odd hetero ship, don't get me wrong. I like it.
Yeah, there's a few I like here and there.
I like it when there's actual good writing and actual chemistry between the characters that makes me care about the ship.
Fair and true and agreed.
But then the one here, it's just like, hey, they're getting married. You didn't actually see the relationship develop at any point, but it's happening.
Which ship is this?
The town people.
Oh god, yeah, the,
I can't remember everyone's names because they all end in son.
Yeah, the Gerudo and the guy and the...
Construction guy.
And the... That entire, like...
But
it feels like they wanted to make it... It was supposed to be funny, but they forgot to make it funny.
the leitmotif for the whole town, though, is at least kind of nice.
Oh, I enjoy the, I like the town itself, just without the plot involved in it.
Yeah, I like how it has a general store that specializes in all the arrows in the game except for the ancient ones.
The Gerudo does too,
The nice thing
but
about
it's one you can... Go on.
The nice thing about the music for the town is that as you add new elements to the town, the instrumentation on the music changes accordingly.
Yeah, that's cute.
That is cute.
I never
like-
finished the quest though, because it was long and annoying.
I mean, minus the whole weird romantic subplot, the whole idea of like all the people starting this town together, that's really cute.
I like that idea. The problem is, in practice, it's bizarre, because it's like, okay, why do we need... Like I said, the requirement for the son names feels like it was supposed to be some kind of comedy. Wait, what am I doing? I can kill all these monsters and get money from their parts. But,
Here's the thing. I am halfway convinced that all their names were something else in Japanese, and then it was like some sort of weird pun that just didn't translate well.
I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, you know what I can do? I can miss, that's what I can do.
Good job!
There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's better.
I love it when my enemies die horribly.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
I'll keep that in mind, I guess.
Oh, hey, wow, I can...
Whoa!
Thank you, Mifa. Monhun controls screwing me again.
Also the modular control. Freaking modular houses. I was trying to say a million things at once. The modular houses were really cute.
Yeah. Do you just... No, it's not that I just hate the fetch quests. I mean,
I hate
some of the fetch quests were pretty excessive.
I hate
But
the
in
fetch
this
quests.
case, it felt more like, they're just... It felt like they expected you to laugh without telling a joke, basically.
Yeah, that does make quite a bit of sense.
Yeah, it's like...
Also,
They want you to... Like, they think the son name makes it funny without actually...
it's just bizarre.
Right, it doesn't... It's LOL so random humor, basically.
But
Flint and salt.
and it doesn't even come to like any logical conclusion or like there's because I was expecting it to lead up to some sort of punchline.
Right, it's a joke without a punchline.
I feel like my problem with a lot of this game's content is that there's no reason to do it. Like,
What do you mean?
like, there's... Well, first of all, I don't honestly remember anything you get out of the town quest other than a town now existing. And...
The town existing does a lot for you. Oh, there's a person on the ground. But, yeah, the town gives you all sorts of, very nice armor and such.
Yeah, but it's like, I guess it's probably different when you have the DLC, but I did about half of the shrines. I never got a horse consistently. I never finished the town quest. I never did most of the special side quests. And Ganon was not hard. So it's like...
Yeah, I think Ganon isn't really... Ganon being hard isn't the point. It's all
the friends you made along the way.
it's the exploration.
Yeah.
Also, that was a sweet snipe. Can't carry any more bows.
I love how his head just fell off.
I am pretty fucking great at sniping. I say and then watch me, like, fuck up everything. Alright, are you awake now?
But it's like, at the same time, in-universe, the entire explicitly stated purpose of your journey is to become powerful enough to defeat Ganon.
Right.
Which...
Well, did you say you did the 4 Divine Beasts?
I did do the 4 Divine Beasts.
Then it's probably... I mean, they will... if you don't do the 4 Divine Beasts...
Then it certainly would have been harder, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Ganon has twice the HP, and I have heard, though I have not seen that for myself, that the blights you don't defeat show up.
You get a boss rush of them, yeah.
Yeah, they show up to ruin your whole day.
I have.
Yeah, but as Varric points out, the other thing is that the end of the game is exactly the same.
I mean, that's true.
Regardless of how many towns or explorings you've done. And it's like, I guess a big thing in Breath of the Wild is a lot of the stuff just kind of being its own reward.
Yeah, it's about the exploration.
Yeah. And I guess I just reached a point halfway through where I was like, well, I've explored enough.
I think
God, I love doing that.
I think I'm getting close to having like found all the things or like all the weird areas, but because I told you that I'd just been dicking around like doing side quests and stuff. I haven't actually defeated any divine beasts yet.
Right, you mentioned that.
I am starting to think that maybe I'm starting to run out of like side quests I want to do, so that's what's motivating me to finally save Hyrule.
Sounds about right. Moa Keat. Will you have food for, or you have money for me? Because I have not forgotten that my point here is money.
Yeah, like this
because
is...
I need to...
I remember that I did this shrine, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
Like this is... This kind of stuff you're talking about is sort of one of my central issues with this kind of completionist open world gaming like this or Super Mario Odyssey, is that because you're extremely non-limited in the order that you do content, you're going to do all the content you like first. And then...
Oh, dicks.
The game will then start to get gradually less fun as you go, as you run out of the stuff you wanted to do and are left with just the other shit.
So, am I the only one who is getting the impression that sometimes these shrines are genuinely trying to kill me?
Well...
No, I'm pretty sure.
Yikes!
Oh, wait.
I deserve that.
I didn't do this shrine. I remember I unlocked this shrine, and then
Nope.
And then I saw it, and then I was like, nope, bye!
Yeah,
just
pretty
much like a
much.
modified version of one of the earlier shrines?
Yes, it is.
What changes?
With making it a lot more dangerous and painful.
Also,
Money.
I'm-
You're not money.
I'm pretty sure the earlier shrine did not have friggin' lava.
Yeah, well, you weren't gonna go down there.
I might. You know, just, fun, happy vacation time in the lava.
I feel like you're about due for a trip to the inventory size guy.
Yeah, I have to... that was the opposite of what I wanted. Yeah, I should, but the problem is I have to find the Lost Woods.
Oh, right.
Ah.
Yeah, that made me mad.
Anyway, the difference between, the shrine and the last shrine is that this time, I have to do this.
Ah.
Hey, I got these giant balls for you.
Verakenna is playing at about a 15-second time lag away from your commentary, so saying other way is never going to mean anything.
Indeed. Okay. Gimme your ball.
Why is it always balls with these shrines?
That's a very good question.
What if
I
just
mean-
one of them had a spirit cube?
I mean, in Mario Odyssey, they do have those couple of power moons that are actually stars, which was that was one of the best jokes in video gaming. That just when I first got that, okay, my first time doing that was when I got to Peach's Kingdom through the portal in one of the other worlds, so I wasn't even supposed to be there. So I just got the star in Yoshi's chimney, and I laughed. I laughed for a solid minute, I think, just
Huh.
losing my goddamn mind.
Yeah, after beating the main story about in Mario Odyssey, I just stopped caring.
I got a
Yeah.
little further. Like I did like a second run through with all the new moons they add, but then I got to the dark side of the moon, and I was like,
Oh,
you know what?
yes.
I'm not. There's not going to be money waiting for me at the end of this quest.
Cause
Yeah, I've done a few of them, but
I'm not a big Mario fan, and I was just 100% here because I didn't feel like doing Breath of the Wild then because I was still doing other games. That did, and also I was like doing finals and stuff
shrine.
around the time I was doing my I got the Switch, so I was like, maybe don't get a game that's gonna suck all my time.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I enjoyed most about Mario Odyssey was 100% Bowser and all his extra bullshit.
I loved, when
So
I
wait,
first...
you wanted a game that wouldn't suck up all your spare time, so you got Super Mario Odyssey?
It did not nearly suck my spare time up as much as Breath of the Wild is.
Fair enough.
There are puns to be made there, but I'm not going to. Prof, you wanna take it?
No.
That's fair. There it is!
I prefer my puns deployed with precision.
Also, because Mario Odyssey was intended for a younger, audience, it was easier to clear away the levels.
Yeah, if you just want to just beat Mario Odyssey one time through, it's not super hard.
We just won't talk about how many times I died on that last stretch.
Oh, I mean, people died plenty of times in Mario, but there's also very little penalty for death.
10 coins.
Oh no.
I still don't know what happens if you die when you have no coins.
Yeah, me neither. I assume you would just fall to 0 coins.
Yeah. Bye, Emily. Have fun. Thanks for coming. Oh, wait.
Also because Odyssey had a really... There's something to be said here, and I mean, I like Paper Mario, but I don't really... Is it ever appropriate to say that I don't really like too much seriousness in my plot when it comes to Mario games?
I mean, it could be.
What was the part of Mario that was too serious?
Well, I don't mean serious, but I mean like serious by Mario standards.
There the fucker is.
And I just loved how friggin' stupid the whole plot of Odyssey was.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Ethan.
Hello.
I feel like part of the problem with the post game of Odyssey is that it doesn't really give you something else to do. It just goes, there's more moons left. Go.
Yeah, basically.
Get 500. It'll be great. We won't tell you what you get. It's probably something.
I feel like all my problems with like these Nintendo games can be summed up just by it's in a ProZD video somewhere.
To be fair, ProZD has the answers to, like, basically everything in his videos somewhere.
Yeah.
I think ProZD probably has the meaning of life in his videos somewhere. There it is.
ProZD is good content.
Okay, you'll just... I can just crawl through there, I don't even have to burn that away. That is not what I was looking for. Okay, is there something to burn behind one of these? It is... There we go. Nope. Oh, fuck. Okay, I mean, I know that the obvious answer is that, but oh, that's how I do it. Wait, is the key stuck? Come on, key. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright. Yeah, that's, punch dinosaurs? That's a very good point. Oh, hey. Okay, now I am willing to, now that's some money. Yeah, trying to collect all of the outfits was... You know, I had fun for a bit, and then I just kinda got bored. And it didn't help when I discovered that in Mario Odyssey, you can just tap an amiibo. Any amiibo will give you either some coins or a heart. And, that basically trivializes almost everything.
So wait, so you just tap the same amiibo over and over for thousands of coins?
And, well, yeah, but it gives you like 3 at a time, so who has the patience?
Wow, that sounds annoying.
But there was a boss rush that I could not do for the life of me, and then I discovered the amiibos did that, and I could just... It was supposed to be that you fight all of the bosses of the game in a boss rush with no healing. You start with your 3 life, and if you lose that at any point, well, you're dead. But then the amiibos still worked, So,
Wow.
completely trivialized it. And you can even do the amiibo thing mid-battle if you're good at running away.
Yeah, like, I've never touched an amiibo with
I
my
have a
body.
few. I have some Splatoon ones and some Smash Bros ones.
So every now and then when I'm playing a Nintendo game, I'll be like, ooh, what's this thing over here that looks interesting? And it'll be like, tap your amiibo for Uncle Amiibo! And I'm like, oh, never mind, it's literally nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, shinies. These are worth good money. Okay, so now I have enough for the Rito headpiece. But then I gotta go buy more bomb arrows. Honestly, I kind of want some Breath of the Wild amiibos, but at the same time, eh. I want them, but not enough to pay for them. How's that?
I just learned that the dog in Far Cry 5 can be healed by giving it tummy rubs.
That
I don't know what that is, but that sounds great.
Video games have been saved once again.
Honestly, there need to be more games that are just like animal petting simulator. Like, sure, give me your plot, give me all your shit, but also let me pet dogs while I do it. Like, why can Link not pet the dogs? Fuck. Yeah, look, shut up, no one saw that. God, I'm lost. Okay, there we go. Navigating Rito Village is kind of difficult. Oh, there we go. Alright, I gotta sell. Let me sell. Gimme. Yes, give me. And I'll take that too. You know, I might be able to just dump all my monster parts because it's not like I make potions often. Except for Octa Balloons, because those I have been convinced they are good. On the other hand, do I really want to sell? Sure, just sell all of that. Alright, this'll do. Now, give me this. Honestly, the Rito set is, I think, my favorite set. And then, first of all, let's go to Gerudo fucking goddamn village.
I was never a huge fan of the two-handed weapons in this game because I was trained by Dark Souls, so I have anxiety when my shield isn't up.
In my case, I just like the, I mean, the Master Sword is Link's weapon. You gotta have the, Also, okay, here's my thought about the way the clothing works in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That you equip stuff and it gives you heat resistance, or a cold resistance. You can see on the little temperature bar on the bottom right.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you increase your resistance to one, it should decrease your resistance to the other.
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like you would be bundled up in all this shit to, oh, can I afford 2 of them? Like, if I want to,
Oof, those things are pricey.
yeah. Which item? Alright. Yeah, I was saying something, what was I saying?
I've also forgotten.
Chat, what was I saying? Does anyone remember?
Someone must.
I'm reading something else right now.
Oh, you don't care about us, I see how it is.
I'm so tired.
I...
Oh, right, temperature
yeah.
resistance. Like, if I'm bundling, like, if I'm bundling up in, like, all of this cold-resistant gear, that is... Bomb arrows. Bomb arrows. Bomb arrows are the best thing in the universe. Which is great, considering I think bomb arrows actually originated in Link's Awakening as a bug,
Yep.
where if you, use a bomb and an arrow at the same time, you would get bomb arrows.
I think it was that you fired an arrow, and then before it left the screen, you switched your weapons over from the bow to the bombs, and then the arrow would just become a bomb and keep flying.
Alright. Yeah, here we have Link freezing his butt off, but you can see all of these are describing as... Actually, isn't that really creepy? Molted Rito feathers?
That is kind... Maybe it's different in Rito culture?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, maybe that sounds to me like, hey, here's this outfit, it's going to keep you warm because we've lined it with human hair. Like, I was gonna talk about, like, how bundling up this warm should make you be less resistant. Like, if I went to Gerudo Town in that, I should immediately heal over from the heat. But now I'm just molted Rito feathers. Like, here's this sweater. It'll keep you warm because I made it out of my hair. That's a little bit...
Maybe Rito culture, in Rito history, they had very limited access to... Actually, there's no way that it makes sense, because they're already covered in feathers. So why do they even have clothing?
Hey, fucker! Holy shit. I didn't realize hitting them with a sword gave you that much. I've only ever shot them with an arrow before.
Oh, is that what those things do?
Yeah, if you hit them, they give you money, but I didn't know that hitting them with a sword gave you that much more money.
Nice.
Fairies, fairies. Hello, fairies. Please, fairies. Did my hitting a bunny with a sword scare off all the fairies?
I guess a better question than why do the Rito sell Rito feather clothing is why do the Gorons sell human-shaped clothing?
Well, I mean...
They do say there's tourists.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait, what? I don't... Wait, what? You can't... Oh, I need red choo-choo jelly. Where are... Okay, red choo-choos are up in Goron Land. Oh, is that how it is? Okay, fine. Be that way, gang. Goron Land is up this way. What am I doing? Where is Goron Land? I just look for the giant fucking volcano and go that way.
Yeah, it's not hard to find the Gorons. Although can be a little hard to get to the Gorons.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to find the Gorons, I'm trying to find the red choo-choos that are in Goron Fuckville. Anyway, the difference, I think, between the Rito feathers and, like, wool or fur is that those didn't come from a person.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll wear animal fur because it didn't come from something that can, like, look and say, oh, hey, that stuff you're wearing came from me.
Although, I think in the 19th century, people did wear bracelets made of human hair.
And I did not want to know that. Thank you.
It was like mourning stuff, like, oh.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah. Like, oh, my loved one died, but I have this bracelet that I made from cutting off their corpse's hair.
Thanks, I hate it. Ugh. I am never going to be able to unhear... Oh, hey, red choo-choos. Just what I was looking for. Oh, and I can kill them instantly with ice arrow, but ice arrows will make them not red choo-choo jellies anymore. Oh, there's a Littlefuss.
You know, the Spooky Master Sword Forest, getting to that was one of the things I had to just straight up look up the solution for.
I don't think I had to. But... Ooh. Oh, I can't carry any more shields? God, fine. You are almost dead anyway, so...
What does the number indicate on a shield? Is it like how...
Defensive value, I guess?
It's what?
I have no clue. Durability is what I would assume.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Well, either that or defense.
Yeah, but it's for like defense. Shields don't have a defense value because they just make the attack not do any damage.
Possibly durability? I don't know.
Yeah, durability is the only thing I can think of.
Lizzle try boomerang. You know what? I actually hate this weapon. Oh, but wait, I need shit to break rocks.
You can't break rocks. Well, you can, but that seems very inefficient.
With the cobble crusher?
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it with the boomerang because of the lag.
No.
That
Yeah.
seems really stupid.
I just don't have anything I want to get rid of.
But the cobble,
Goodbye.
but the cobble crusher does seem like it would crush a cobble.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally what it's named, so... No, I like my wands. I mean, I'm not sure I've ever actually used one, but I like them.
Whenever I was tagging out melee weapons because of limited inventory space, I would just hurl them into the distance instead of dropping them through the menu because it was like 2 seconds faster.
That is fair, but also... I'm going to make fun of you for the speedrunner thing now. Shh. I may never use them, but that is entirely beside the point. I am terrible at this kind of game because I'm always like, yes, I never use it, but what if I need to one day? Hey, and here's some rocks that would have been nice to have the gobble pressure for. Oh, oh wait, you're just an amber. I thought it was a ruby for a second. Oh. Wait, did I pass it? No, it's this way. It is this way? Oh, I'm right on top of it. Alright, and place your bets now. Is this shrine going to be another combat shrine that will fuck me? Or will it be just something that will... How much am I gonna hate this shrine?
You're probably gonna hate this shrine a lot. I
Prof, your bet?
I don't even know what shrine this is, but you're probably gonna hate it.
I think you'll think it's fine.
Alright, and the verdicts. The power of fire? I'm into the power of fire. Prof is our winner.
Oh! This is an easy shrine.
The Shrine of Arson. Oh, hey, it's a fucker.
The Shrine of our Sun.
I
No.
always liked how this game, like, expects you to do all these complex puzzles related to fire and then just lets you buy fire arrows.
Right?
I love how this game gives you unlimited bombs.
Also, right? Guardian Sword.
Unlimited
I
bombs
like the
does
Guardian.
make it so that technically, no matter how dire your equipment situation gets, you always can win an encounter.
Yeah.
It's the same with, like, being able to beat things to death with a skeleton arm.
Well, I
don't
mean,
think
you
this
don't always
works
have
that
a skeleton. You don't have unlimited skeleton arms.
I mean, technically you do have a...
Well,
You,
I
you
guess
do
that's
have an
fair.
arm bone that you can't ever get rid of.
Well, that's just 2 skeleton arms.
True, but you'll never get rid of them.
Yeah, but you also can't flail them at people because there's no unarmed attacks in this game.
That is also unfortunately true.
That is my one complaint with Breath of the Wild.
That you
I
can't.
feel like once you're done with the, Trial of the Sword, or whatever your Master Sword runs out of power, they shouldn't make it so that your sword is just totally unusable. Like,
It's still a sword.
right, I should still be able to hit things with it.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, once the Master Sword runs out of power, it cannot be used until it recharges.
Oh,
Which
I
I-
assumed it would just be at, like, half-powered form.
Nope.
I can
I
see.
kind of hate it, honestly.
Like,
how Oh, go on.
I literally used the Master Sword to fight one enemy in the game, and it was Ganon.
I was about to ask if it was Ganon.
I was about to ask if you use it on something stupid, like when I was a little kid with a Pokemon game and I used my Master Ball on, I think, a Growlithe.
To be fair, Growliths are adorable.
Master Ball always kind of struck me as a weird mechanic, 'cause it's like, either you're going to use it to skip catching a legendary, or you're just going to use it on something stupid.
Or you're never
I
gonna
just
use it.
think of that time that Nintendo printed advice from Professor Oak to, use the Master Ball on something you really want to catch, like a Tentacruel or a Fearow. It's like, Nintendo, that is the cruelest thing you have ever done.
Well, I mean, really, like I said, it's like, what else are you gonna do with it? Unless if you don't feel like going out and finding the legendaries.
Did I do this shrine? Because this is seeming really familiar, but on the other hand...
I feel like there's a couple similar shrines.
Oh, I mean, how many shrines are there where the goal is kill it with fire?
Which shrine is this? Like, the name, not the name of
Something
the...
about fire?
Yeah. I know it's something about fire, but...
We can't tell because we're in a cutscene.
I'm in a loading screen. What do you want from me?
Just the
What
name
if-
of this shrine?
What if it was actually just called something about fire?
The power of fire?
Something about fire, and then the subtitle is "Listen, it's been a long day."
Yeah, that would be good. Alright, back to Kakariko.
Anyway, it's nice
Kakariko.
to, like, have a stream where I'm watching something that's... Well, I'd kind of been binge watching diners, drive-ins, and drives all morning before I had to go to work.
Should I be offering sympathy, or...
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's kind of RP related.
Is it?
Are you going to RP Guy Fieri?
No, it's...
I have questions and concerns.
Oh god,
I don't.
I still realize that I have to explain airlocked sometime to people who are not in airlocked.
Well, if you explain it here, just remember, this is going on YouTube.
Okay, so basically, it's a murder game set in space. And then one of the NPCs in one round had Guy Fieri as a face claim, except there was... Well, not one round, 2 rounds. Had Guy Fieri as a face claim.
Heart container or stamina vessel? Heart container. Because that'll get me the Master Sword faster.
Did you get to the creepy statue?
No, I haven't. I still should do that, but yeah.
I mean, it's just in Hotno Village.
Yeah, but I really don't want to go back to Hot or Not Village.
Hot or Not Village? Yeah, the whole Terrytown quest, I was going to say.
I'm heading up there anyway, but fine.
The stream appears to have died for me.
Oh shit. Are you still...
I was gonna say, the whole Terrytown...
Oh, it froze on my end.
Alright, so let's let that happen again.
The whole...
Yeah, okay,
As I was saying, the whole Terrytown quest for me was... I wasn't even sure what I was stumbling into. I just wanted those construction guys to get off my lawn.
Big mood.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe if I do this side quest, they'll finally get off my fucking lawn. And they did. I think they could go back to my lawn if I talk to them again, but they're off. And that's good.
So is the recording going to include this bit? Or is it
Yes,
going...
it will.
Okay.
The recording will. I'm not sure about the, stream, because the stream seems to be not going no matter what I do.
Yeah, I'm still seeing nothing.
Ah, shit.
If I make silly noises, it'll come back, right?
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick if this is gonna be
Alright. Okay.